Hey guys, welcome back to another episode here from the Hermitcraft server. With your goat, me, how's it going? Are you good? Are you good? Still emotionally recovering from the amazing fireworks of last episode? It was amazing. Carp did such a wonderful job last time. Absolutely cool. Although the cleanup process is not really going fast, but maybe that's a job for us in the next live stream. You know, talking about live stream, look at that. We got our first trophy this season. Yay. Participation trophy. I mean, it's something. Come on. Participating in the live stream weekend. And then we got this one. I placed it here, right in the entrance. So everybody that comes in goes like, ooh. But I'm still not 100%. Maybe yeah. This looks better. Zizuma made those. Really cool. You know, that's the only downside, I guess, we have from selling for sand. We will not get these cool trophies. What's that? Oak, Birch, Joe Hills. Like, is this new? This weird. It's like things are changing here. Although I'm thinking everything is fine in the shop. The grand opening happened. I'm not sure if I should leave this here or not. I'll just remove it. But I don't think there was big dark oak wood sales, or was there? I've started to actually place sand in the hourglass. As you can see, the roof is covered here, but the lighting in here is still good. So yeah, when we built this, we designed it, with the fact in mind that eventually this up here will be closed and the pile of sand is growing. Yo, look at that. I mean, sure, there's plenty of volume left, but, you know, over the live streams we had on the weekend, there was the Hermitcraft stream weekend, right? I tried to place some sand here. Still not done. Wait, let me quickly check. Oh, still triggering here, but no more rockets. Just come in here. So I placed a bunch more Shulker boxes down here. Oh my god, yeah, there's still 4 more Shulker boxes to place. I was starting to complain during the live stream weekends. Man, it's like, hey, I'd rather shovel sand than placing so much. It's getting somewhere. Don't underestimate the hermit's need for wood. Each of those represents the pain and suffering, because they won't allow me to sand dupe. Whoop. Oh man, I'm still stressed out. Last time I came here, I triggered half the fireworks I felt. I wanted to check something while we're here in the shopping district, but before, of course, and this fan art made me extremely happy, because finally somebody appreciates the amazing storage room. So Magical Hamper posted this over on the Hermitcraft Reddit. Really, really cool, amazing, yeah, darkish, gloomy, doomy piece. I like that for sure. Maybe not the ideal choice for Hermitcraft thumbnails for YouTube, because, you know, YouTube tells you, hey, make it bright, but, you know, I love it. So I don't care. It's beautiful. So thank you so much, Magical Hamster. All the important links in the video description. They have a DeviantArt too as well. Check that out with amazing, amazing artwork. As I said plenty of times, Hermitcraft community, fan artist community especially, is absolutely amazing. Hey, also make sure to check out Hermit a Day over on Tumblr. I heard there's also a charity drive attached to it, so if you want to get involved with that, check out the Tumblr and look for Hermit a Day, as I showed you last time, and that should give you more information about that. So that would be cool if you check that out. Alright, yeah, so the community organizes charity drive. I mean, what can I say? They're absolutely brilliant. I wanted to check 2 things real quick. I saw Ren was on. I wanted to see what he was up to, and I wanted to see if the Redstone shop has fully opened now. Actually, permits, 2 tech delay, all your redstone needs. I like the floor. I like I like. Mini block, I like. Ooh, Tango is doing a good job this season. He's doing some good stuff. He also showed, you know, the other day a villager, you know, what we call it, a hero of the village farm. I wanted to build one of these this season too. I have a pretty nice design, but what Tango did there is already pretty good. But, you know, there's always improvements. But keep in mind, I got the hive mind behind me, so... Yeah, he made it really cool. You know, you have sensors in here. And if you approach areas, it shows some different redstone bits and pieces working. And here, how much is the pricing at the moment? 5 diamonds, yeah. I mean, we have a certain inflation going on the server. This season, I'd probably not be a big customer. Ooh. For the redstone shops, because yeah, I'll have my own redstone factory halfway built at home, and it will be yeah, massive. I will definitely automatically produce pretty much everything myself when it comes to redstone. Not that I don't want to buy, but you know, normally I need huge quantities of stuff, and I think the redstone shop normally or traditionally always has been for the hermits that are not like super deeply into redstone, and then they want to do something. And then it happens. Hey, Ren! Talking about Ren. You know, then they go there and shop. Hey! Woo! Rennie! Hello? You collecting profits?
Hello!
Hello!
Hello! What's up, what's up, what's up?
Oh, I was just going around showing the viewers the redstone shop. Oops.
Oh, there you are.
I see you got the fancy cape.
I did get the fancy cape. Look at this, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I need to unlock mine still. But yeah, I'll get there.
Brother, I was just saying to my viewers in this episode that I'm a bit personally worried about myself. Look at the state of me, dude. What has happened to me, man?
Yeah, I know. You look a bit odd. I mean, you know, living in this cuckoo village made you all cuckoo. Like, Zizuma is running around with a top hat, too. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I mean, it's like...
It's cooked my brain, dude. I got New York taxi legs. I've got 10-year-old dress-up party cape. Top hat from the 20s.
And then the derpy shirt. I love it. Yeah, it's beautiful. That's Hermitcraft for you, man. But still, the glasses are epic, you know.
Yeah, you can never lose the diamond glasses, you know.
No,
that's the business. That's what ties the whole room together.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was just chilling, bro, looking around a bit. Did you see the fireworks show, by the way?
I did. I saw it on the video. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, man. Still not cleaned up, though. I might have to report them to the popo. I mean... You know, services included cleaning up all the stuff that is hooked up to the hourglass now. Just saying. Nah, I'm very happy with it. People were like super surprised. Oh my God, Doc was so wholesome. He loved it. I loved that Doc was so happy for Cup. It's like, am I never wholesome or what?
What did they expect?
Yeah,
wanted you to be angry or something?
Yeah,
like how dare you make the most insane fireworks show of all time?
What the heck, man? How dare you? Dude, I'm seeing though you're piling up trophies here, huh?
Nah, dude, it's dried up. Like there's been basically no sales in the last month, which is very sad. Yeah. I was expecting a lot more from you, sir. What's going on? You need beacons, don't you? Surely.
I have 2-3 spare beacons at the moment, so I don't know. Since I run the tunnel board, there's not much digging going on for me.
That's true. I mean, that's the problem with beacons, right? You only need 2 or 3 and then you're done for the whole season. So.
You know, last year I used them for decoration. Maybe I should reintroduce that again. More beacons. My builds need more beacons.
Well, this is what I was thinking. You know, you are a man that likes to pimp. And there's nothing more pimp than a beacon. I
hear you.
Get spending, dude. There's a lot of stock here, you know. It needs to go.
Yeah, maybe
everything needs to go.
You know, maybe I can force myself to somehow throw more beacons in the build I want to do today. I want to build an Auto Crafter. But how much was it?
Well, dude, I mean, a beacon is a beautiful block to put an Auto Crafter on. You know, it'll look beautiful, man. It's all the glass and like the electronics inside. You know, all the wiring and cabling and stuff, dude. You just got to use the lore. And it'll work.
I already bought some. You can stop talking.
Nice, dude. Yes, I was about to check profits for the episode also. So this
Man,
is awesome.
you know, hopefully I never get taken to one of those coffee trips where they take, people in their pension and try to sell them useless crap. I would not.
Yeah, you'll be
able,
done, dude.
I'll
You'll
be
be done.
done.
Yes.
Here.
Grandpa Doc, have you seen the latest and greatest technology in Tupperware?
Yeah,
Keeps your
here.
food safe for 3 years.
Buy one of those magnetic wristbands. It will keep away any health issues for them ever. It's like, yeah, I know. It's like,
You'll never fall over again, Doc.
yeah.
Just wear this wristband. You'll also age backwards if you wear this ankle bracelet.
Generally,
Only $50.
yeah. You know, I could tell stories about that, but you know, I
Things
worked
to do, places to
in
go.
a retirement home for quite some years, right? Man, people been trying to shill stuff at the old
Oh,
people
man.
like non-stop.
Oh, that's
like,
awful.
you know, you had to really keep an eye on that. Praying out there.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got, respect the hustle and all that, but also,
Come on, man.
respect your elders.
Don't sell useless
for crying
crap.
out loud.
Yeah, like
You know?
beacons. Nobody needs. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's good. Use the Auto Crafter with the beacon. It'll look amazing, dude. I promise. It'll be sweet.
I know.
It'll be sweet.
I'll put it somewhere. I'll think about it.
Also, if you need any diorite, it's, around the corner.
Diorite, you say?
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Man,
Yep.
I need to get out of here. Later.
Bye, Doc.
Yeah, come on, man. You gotta put some beacon in your builds, don't you? Yeah, so you heard it already, right? I spoke about it with friend. I really don't like to do anything. And already, over the last few weeks, when I was doing projects, and the projects are now getting more and more complex and bigger and needs more individual parts and a lot of different redstone parts in many, many cases, I really don't want to craft things anymore. Since the existence of the crafter, every time I manually craft something, I die a little inside. Knowing, there is the possibility to fully automatically craft everything just makes it mandatory for my brain to achieve this. So we need to do this step by step because, a full-blown universal on-demand crafting system is a different beast. But, we gradually improve our situation here. And, we will do this by digging a hole. Hey, I dug a hole again. Way, are we all happy? So, yeah, and I prepared some stuff here. And there was a lot of crafting involved already. And I'm sick of it. So, we need to build a cool crafting system. And if you remember last season, I showed a cool, kind of auto crafting system or mass crafting system. And Glotz is obsessed with crafting and storage tech. So Glotz, as soon as he saw, there's crafters, immediately took the system that existed and upgraded it to the new situation so it can actually fully autocraft and you don't have to do it yourself. So it's a really, really cool design. The Glotz, the legend, storage tech is his passion, So yeah, also one of my old friends, has been doing this YouTubing, Minecrafting for a long time, and yeah, mostly, he's a crafter, not a tuber, but yeah, hive mind for the win, as I say. So yeah, with that said, I'd say I start working here a little bit, lay out the foundations, required a little bit of digging, and yeah, it is, I think, a decent build. Let's check it out. Well, so far, the crafters we've been used have always been dedicated crafters, you could call them, right? They never change their recipe. Just sit there, we got the, box barfer, and then we had our little bit more complicated crafting systems up there in the swamp thing that looks by now completely insane, if you ask me. What is going on up there? Oh yes, thank you guys. There was a hint, I had one flower pot too much in there. Hindering the proper splitting up of bone meal. I fixed that already. Thank you so much. Good that I read the comments. There's always good stuff in there. So yeah, we got this thing right, and we have dedicated crafting going on up there. But this is a different approach. This is a universal crafter. This guy here can do it all. You can see there's 3 hopper lines coming in. 1, 2, and another one here in the middle. pointing into the dropper, and that is kind of how the system works. We want to have, if we zoom up a bit, on top here, on the height of our floor here, we will have kind of something that looks like a crafting table, right? And then we can just go in there and set our recipe easily, no fiddling about, super easy interface. And when we are happy, okay, I don't know, crafting observers, boom, we click start and that thing will handle everything. So it is slightly complicated to have universal crafters because, well, if you want to handle a lot of recipes, you got to make sure if you feed the recipe into your crafter, you gotta keep the proper order of items, right? It's very simple. If you think about it, I mean, a stone can make a button, but it can also make a stone pressure plate, right? And so you need to make sure if you keep on feeding stuff into a crafter, all these other slots here are blocked. So the crafter is locked in on crafting this stone. Kind of a thing you also have to consider, you know, when you craft other stuff. But typically you would do it like this, right? If you want to make sure this thing only makes buttons, we just lock everything. But that doesn't work for a setup that is supposed to craft everything because, well, some recipes, of course, need all of these. So you need a flexible system that smartly locks certain slots with something that cannot be crafted into something, right? And locks these and make sure the system cannot break. And yeah, that's what we're about to set up now. It's going to be a lot of dummy items involved and so on. But in the end, this should all work. And yeah, I extended our chunk loading grid. That is some off-camera work I was able to do this week. It was a terrible week for doing anything because, yeah, kindergarten, there was issues again with not enough people there. And then the kindergarten was closed several days this week. And, you know, I was on docky duty, which I enjoy, of course. Ideally, though, the kindergarten, which we pay quite a lot of money for, would actually have open regularly. Anyways, I don't want to complain too much, but yeah, finding enough time this week was hard. But I squeezed in enough time to build this, or extend, better say, our chunk loading grid here. Over there, right in here, this is the storage room chunk loading, and it can be activated also when our furnace is running, and now it will also be activated when we actually run our Auto Crafter up there. Right? Auto crafters can be done in several ways. There is this approach, you have like multiple crafters that craft at the same time, and it's more a quick on-demand system. This is a system that suits my playstyle better. For example, I would go ahead and say, hey, you know, I want to stock up on observers, and then I would just throw in I don't know, 9 shulker boxes full of the resources I need to craft observers. Start the thing, and then it's chunk loaded, crafting, and I'm doing something else. So when I come back, I have a nice shulker box of observers, and that will last me a few weeks here on the server. That's kind of how I play, and that is, I think, for most people, the reasonable approach. This is just taking the brunt of boring mass crafting off you, and in the meantime, you can do something more enjoyable, right? Pretty much. And it fits well, as we don't like to do anything that is boring. So yeah. With that said, let me keep on working here a little bit, and hopefully we get this thing up and running. It's also a new prototype, always interesting to see how things work. And I'm trying to teach you a little bit on the way, but I know, you know, boring you too much with crazy details is sometimes, yeah, not the best content, I understand. So I'll try to keep it short and to the point, explaining the thought process, but I think so far we are striking a good balance there, I would say. Alright, I think we're good for a first test. So let's check it out, our universal crafter. So we approach it from here, and yeah, if you look at it, clearly this is a crafting table. 3x3 grid, and this is also how you use this thing. So you just put the recipe in there. And no matter if it's shapeless or not shapeless crafting, but you know, you lay it out here. And you put shulker boxes, so this is for mass crafting, or you can also use shulker boxes with less items, which we're gonna do for testing now, and just throw it in here. There's some indicator lights here, recipe error, clear the system, so something went fatally wrong, check what's going on. Out of shulker boxes, obviously the thing will take in shulker boxes, but also spit out shulker boxes. And, you know, they will be dropped here. Did we get an empty shulker box? Yeah. Threw one in to see if the loop works. So that works. So you get your shulker boxes back. And there's a shulker box buffer here, which I can manually fill. Right, this chest here. I might hook it up to an automatic shulker box crafter as well. We have one sitting up there, you know, for the storage system. So maybe we can use this one too. And just hook up a detector. When this gets empty, the shulker box crafter triggers too. Let me quickly see. Well, might be a bit convoluted. We might build a separate one for this. But for the crafting system, it definitely would make sense. So this thing is always stocked. And yeah, then we have a confirm recipe button. What is this? Well, obviously, if you craft something, let's say, yeah, this would be, I want to craft buttons. So I would put one plank in any random slot, right? And yeah, that's cool for one item. But if this would be sucked up now right away, I don't know where I put something. Things could be confusing, blah, blah, blah. So you want to make sure, right, when you put stuff in, no matter where, it stays there. And when you're sure, okay, this is my recipe I want to lay out, I confirm. And yeah, we can do that now. Recipe confirmed, and now, you know, this gets cleared, and you can see the shulker box then will be transferred down and unloaded. And now the system is smart to detect, hey, there's something here. Anywhere else, there's nothing, so we need to put dummy items there. So we make sure we craft the correct thing, right? And then, yeah, if we do start the crafting, you can see now we're deploying the shulker box. And where there's no shulker box, dummy items get deployed. The system collects them all. Should soon see items coming out here, floating about, and yeah, being dispensed all over the place. Here we go. You can see this is dummy items and the actual crafting items buzzing around here. And we keep the sequence correct. And yeah, let's quickly go down to our crafter. You can see. Just want to make sure we don't pick up stuff. So we come here. First of all, we can see these minecarts cycling, but I'll try to catch the crafter. And yeah, you can clearly see exactly where we assigned these planks. Then at the top, we craft buttons, and the rest is filled with these placeholder items. All right. And yeah, every cycle, we can also see these minecarts going around. Those minecarts pick up the dummy, pick out the dummy items, and new dummy items get put in. So we always keep the sequence rolling, and now the thing is fully automatically crafting. And that's pretty much it. Sounds simple, is not. To keep everything in order, and here using instant hopper lines to really keep a decent speed with this thing. Ain't easy, but yeah, looks like for a simple recipe, this seems to work already, which is pretty good. Let's come up here real quick, check our indicator lights. Yeah, we are crafting, we have this activated, and you know, items are in the crafting queue. Yeah, this thing is running. I can pause the crafting at any time. So, you know, now the crafting would stop, and I could say eject the partial box. Right, if I just want to get a bunch of stuff, I can just let it craft for a while, eject the partial box, and then continue crafting again. But yeah, let's activate it again and just let it finish its job. Shouldn't take too long to do these measly 4 stacks. But looks like everything is working here correctly. Yeah, and yeah, you can see, right, here this redstone block is down. That indicates, hey, here in this slot we have an actual crafting recipe. All the others are not activated and are dropping pretty much dummy items, right? We make sure to assign it the correct slots. And then they just go about and make it into the instant dropper lines that are here, right, via these hoppers, and then yeah, get sent. And that's pretty much it. And then we have the minecart cycling here quickly. Perfectly timed picking up the dummy items. Yeah, and eventually the crafting cycle will be finished, and we should be golden. Alright, and now we can see it. items in crafting queue is over. That means nothing is being crafted anymore. We're done with the recipe we did throw in here. And now we can just say eject partial box, right? This is meant for mass crafting. It's kind of primed to do full boxes. It will detect if a box is full and automatically eject it. But if you do smaller amounts, we just manually eject. And there you go. We threw 4 stacks of planks in and actually got 4 oak buttons, 4 stacks of oak buttons back. Perfect. So now I guess we can try something a little bit more complicated. Let's get us another shulker box and do, I guess slabs would be a good call. Yeah, let's do some slabs. Like, so we need, yeah, let's do 1. Okay, 1, 2. So you always have to think in shulker boxes, right? The recipe for slabs would be on either of the parallels. We put that in. So here, here, and here, and then we can craft slabs. I think I put the wrong shulker box down, but 1 stone block here. Yeah, this can come over on here, right, and 1 here. This would be the recipe to craft slabs. And yeah, let's try it. If this machine can do that for us here. Make sure we input correctly. Yep. Boom. Okay, we're happy with our recipe. Now if it would be a more complicated one, we could double check. All good though. And then we just say confirm recipe. Boom, stuff is injected into the system. And off we go. And now here the items in crafting queue should also jump on and indicate, yep, stuff is happening. Alright, and now we should have shulker boxes on these 3 lanes. Yeah, exactly. And anywhere else, dummy items. And let's quickly check on the crafter below if we are actually crafting slabs in it. But I would assume so. Don't see any indication. Why not? Okay, now don't make me look stupid. Actually, yes! Look at that. It's working. And now obviously we have a 2-to-1 ratio. 3 stone, 6 slabs. So probably you don't want to craft slabs with it, right? Use your stone cutter. Maybe, but you know, it's a good test here. So yeah, we run this whole thing through. And then we are good. Nice. Oops. Did my wings just break? No. Oh, I think that's it already. Yeah, that was relatively quick. Okay, cool. Yeah. And now we can check. Yeah, no more items in crafting queue. And then we can just say eject the partial box. Boom. It should come out and hopefully we should see slabs. And it's all of them. Nice. I'm thinking we have a working system here. That is really cool. That makes me really happy. And let me quickly check. Yeah, the light is off, so we are running the chunk loading grid at the moment. That worked too, right? Yep. Chunk loading grid is running. It was activated by us using the Auto Crafter. Man, that's so cool. Well, sometimes there are just these weeks where things just don't go your way. Unbelievable. So, you know, I was in the editing process just now, right? And then I realized, wait a minute, why is there no audio on half of my clips I recorded? Oh, cool. Yeah, there was a Windows update. And once again, it disabled all the audio settings you have on your computer. For the last few updates, it didn't happen. So I thought they finally fixed it. And now it was back. And silly me didn't double check, and cool, OBS didn't detect all my audio drives and there was no sound. Thank you, Windows Update, for the millionth time. I can't believe it. But it doesn't matter, because, well, the things we built are still here. So we don't need to fret. And yeah, here in my hand, I hold something I hope I will find in mass quantities over here now. Yes. Beautiful. A nice, fully loaded shulker box of repeaters. Yes, I just tested the system. And I upgraded it. Haha! It now has a beacon. You're welcome, Ren. You know, when the thing is running, we just push this block in from the side now and beacon beam goes up. So I can see from afar, for example, if I'm AFKing over there at the witch farm, which I just did, to gain my levels back. I will address my level up and down situation also in a second. And, you know, then I can see, oh, the beacon is off. Hey, system is done crafting. And, yeah, how fast can the system actually craft? It can do 4,500 crafting operations per hour. That means, you know, you can do some decent work, like let's say about 20 minutes to craft if you have a complex recipe, right, with full shulker boxes everywhere. And that's pretty decent, and yeah, that fits perfectly with a little bit of an AFK session I would do over there. If I take a little break in between building or doing things, I normally either hang out here at the witch farm and farm more redstone and other stuff, or in the nether, you know, at the gold farm. And yeah, this episode again, right, my levels went up and down like crazy. And yeah, happens to me because I die a lot. And mostly I die, that's how I died today again, because I use these Power 3 fireworks rockets just to flex, right? And they're actually not the most practical things, especially if you're working in tight quarters redstone-wise. So, you know, I'm somewhere in here, and then blah, 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 work, fall into a hole. It's like, oh no, stuck in here, I don't want to break out all this redstone. So I fly out and somehow get hung up anywhere at the machine, and the momentum created from the level 3 rockets is so, you know, big that I just die from kinetic energy. I think 90% of my deaths, at least this season, should be from kinetic energy. I should be close to 50 deaths or something. Let's check, actually. We can look at some of the statistics. It's like, that's interesting anyways. 109 animals bred. Okay, I'm not the biggest breeder on the server. Bells rung 500 times. That's, yeah. What is this? Damage dealt. Ooh, okay, that's pretty decent. Crouching, 230 kilometers of crouching. Fallen, flown, 406 kilometers. I thought it would probably be more. Sprinted. I sprinted more than I flew. Interesting. And I walked more. Yeah, okay. Really? I walked more than I flew still. That shows that I stay pretty locally most of the time here, right? What's this? Distance by elytra. Ah, no. Okay. Yeah. All right. 4,800. How is it? What's the difference between flown and elytra? I always wonder. I think sometimes when you... it's interesting. Maybe move forward and turn off your elytra still. That counts as flying? Because, yeah, that's weird. Technically, the only way you fly is elytra, right? Horse, yeah, not too much. Measly. Distance by pig, 4,400 kilometers. I mean, that's definitely skewed. This probably should be like 4 million. But how did it, like, how does this come about? Like 4,000? Like, it broke the statistics for sure. 0 centimeters by strider. It's not gonna change much. Fish caught, hoppers searched. Okay, it's weird stuff that is in the categories here. Jumps, mob kills 190,000. Yeah, that sounds about right. We're getting there. Note blocks I use a lot and trigger all my redstone components with note blocks a lot, so that number makes sense. Right. Yeah. Raids triggered. Yeah, not really doing much raiding. 59 raids won? What? I don't recall that. Some of the statistics are weird, man. That's always... Yeah. We were looking for deaths, though. Number of deaths, 48. So, yeah. See, 48. Yeah, that's something by now. Yeah, and most of it by kinetic energy. That's for sure. So yeah, it's not really recommendable to use these Power 3 rockets to fly about. But yeah, as I said, finish the place up here nicely now. Now this beacon beam will shine brightly. We have one of the mini block diamond ore blocks on top here. Then some nice labeling here. Empty shulker boxes will be coming out. Those are all the empty shulker boxes that were used to craft, you know, the repeaters. And here's the crafter output, as we saw. And now then, I also added this now. I couldn't live with the thought that, you know, we will not have a fully automatic shulker box restocking. So here was this chest where the shulker boxes belonged. So I just hooked up my new and improved standard Shulker Box Crafter. Yeah, we were dabbling around a bit in the HiveMind chats and whatnot, and then Halsmaker came up with this design because I issued a challenge, hey, make something clean and easily understandable. Maybe that's a good way to present this to the audience, and I think this one is gonna be my standard, yeah, Shulker Box Crafter. It's relatively straightforward, right? You have 3 crafters that are pointing into each other, and here's the output. You can put whatever you want there. And then, yeah, you want to have it as simple as possible input-wise. So on top, we pretty much only have these 2 chests. One takes logs, and one takes shulker shells. Just throw them in there, and there's the shulker box unloaders in a simple fashion on top, right? So shulker box with the ingredients comes in here, boop, 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 gets unloaded, and pushed into the crafter. For the shulker shell... For the shulker shells, it's always easy, right? Straight up unloading into the crafter, into the last crafter. And here we have a 2-stage process. On the one side, first we do planks, and then we do chests. And the chests get then inserted into... Where can we show it nicely? Yeah, the chests then get inserted. Why these guys? Is nobody on? No, it's only me. I have to sleep. I'm sorry, beat-ups, but you can't. You can't. It's really... I know. Yeah. Oh, forgot to say hi to Cup. It was winding down. It's pretty early and late for the US guys now. Okay, can we be quiet? Man, I'm regretting my life choices with this resource pack by now. Anyways, as mentioned, pretty straightforward here, right? We have the first crafter, and I'm using dark oak planks in this one now. Because, yeah, just, you know, I have so much of dark oak from the insane farm build. And then the next crafter here would do chests. And the last crafter here would do the shulker boxes. Yeah, and then we just simply, you know, have it hooked up to the system. The crafter has a detection line that shows... yeah, see, that's how I'm dying, man. There's too much kinetic energy in these rockets. You know, but, you know, we have an indicator here, right, out of shulker boxes already. So I just hooked up into this, yeah, output line, which is down there. And it will tell, hey, we're running out of shulker boxes, craft. And that thing will automatically refill. And that's the way it should be. We don't want to do anything manually. Wait, what? This did not get stuck under the bed. Or where is this thing? No, it's in here. Maybe we should keep one of these at some point. I know. Then we... Oh, they escaped. Run free, beat-ups. Yeah, it probably feels like me. It's a death trap in there if you're flying. I'm telling you, it's compact redstone. All right. They're leaving this world. Oh my god, yeah, that's literally me. Alright, but I'd say, despite all the handicaps this season, this week, we got a halfway decent episode. together. It's shorter than it usually is, but man, you know, if I have no content to show, I don't want to make it artificially longer or whatever, right? It was difficult this week. It's a huge problem if kindergarten not reliably providing their services. It's a general problem, not only for me or us as parents. It's a huge problem for a lot of people. So yeah, I have to deal with that too. And then, of course, I lost some clips, but it was pretty much me just, you know, explaining what we're going to add and show you the thing in action, do the more complicated crafting and all of that. And yeah, so I hope you still enjoyed the episode. And yeah, let's get to the comment of the week as promised. And I love this one. Earl's Pearls saying, you know, Doc, your food for the season should be only golden apples as flags. Gold Farm plus Dark Oak Farm should make enough that you can eat only those. I really think this is a great idea. I really do think this is a great idea, and that's the great thing about the comment section. You know, there's always ways to stunt more. I mean, we're literally living in a diamond, castle of fortitude out here. It's absolutely insane, and I don't know if hermits are aware of what we're doing out here, but when they come in here, they must think we're crazy. And then, you know, instead of a good old pork chop, how about some golden apples, man? You know, since I made the mass crafter now, I was thinking, man, I want to craft this en masse, this, let's stock up on everything. And then I'm thinking, the production of my bartering setup for this progression here in the season is a bit slow. We need to step up our game, right? And then I was thinking, it would be cool to build a really, really super high efficient gold farm, you know, at the world border. Now, as we have a really good way to get there, right? So I was thinking, now I could make a super high efficient gold farm at the world border and then barter like large scale. But this gold farm would probably also spit out insane amounts of, gold to make just apples. And now I see this comment, and that is definitely encouraging me to try to do this. Now, as we can go to the world border, why not take advantage of it? And what's the most, you know, what did Ren say at the beginning of the episode? You like to pimp? What's the most pimp thing than just literally eating golden apples for the rest of the season casually? I'd say that would be stunting, eh? So yeah, thanks for the suggestion. We'll be flexing soon. Alright. See you next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things. Hey, and maybe come out. Show up at the live stream. There will be one this weekend again. Yeah, over on the Twitchies. See ya.